Hey there guys, and welcome back to another episode of Thrift Talk. And we couldn't think of a better way for our 10th episode than to do a 200 items sold special. That's right, 200 items we've sold on eBay, and 10 episodes of Thrift Talk later, here we are. It's been awesome. We've been holding on to drop this one until we hit it because I knew I wanted, especially with the rate that we were selling at, I wanted to make the 10th episode the 200 items sold special. We have a couple other Thrift Talks that are gonna be dropping back to back after this because we've just kind of been waiting on this to happen, and it's finally happened. So I kind of just want to talk to you about a couple of the items. I have 5 items that I think were our best finds out of the 200, out of the 101 to 200 items sold. So it's been awesome. I'm very appreciative of the journey. It's been great, you know, even past the money, I mean, it's not a full-time living yet, but it's occasionally nice, helps bills, you know, some expenses that I have here and there. But what is nicer than that is the experiences along the way, right? We've gone to some amazing thrift stores, 2 of which we're gonna highlight in here that are just incredible. And then there's actually 3 on here that we found elsewhere besides thrift stores, and I'm excited to share those as well. So let's really get into it. So I was at a pickleball tournament getting some footage because I do some freelance, as most of you guys know, and I just, for whatever reason, was on Facebook and typed in yard sale. Don't ask me why I did it. I literally just opened the app and was like, you know what? It's a nice Saturday. There has to be a yard sale. And I typed it in, and this one guy was selling a bunch of sports memorabilia. It was until 2. It's like 1:30 at this point, and I'm gonna get there as they're like starting to clean up. So I go, amazing family, amazing young man. So the dad was selling it, and his son was super into sports cards, super into Pokemon cards, real great kid. We had a whole conversation, and the dad was super nice, and he had a bunch of stuff that honestly, if I had enough money for, I probably would have gotten everything and done like this huge bulk thing, but I was waiting on a client check to clear. I didn't have the liquid on me, so it is what it is. But I did have $40, $60, whatever, and I see these 2 Boston Celtics jerseys, and I'm thinking he's gonna want a ridiculous amount for them. I mean, you're talking Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. I'm thinking he's gonna want, I mean, good condition. I'm thinking he's gonna want like a crazy amount. So I ask him, and he's like, look, I'm looking to get $5 each for them. And I was like, okay, we can work with that. Okay. And then I found a Jordan one, a North Carolina Tar Heel Jordan one, and then I got a couple other things, and I kind of came up with a bundle deal, but ultimately I paid $5 for them, and this is what they sold for. So I'm gonna pop up the Paul Pierce one first. For $5 we bought it for, sold for $38. And then the Kevin Garnett one, which was in immaculate condition. I mean, it had like a scratch on the back number, but other than that, it was in literally like perfect condition, sold for $60. That's right. I mean, $10 and you're making almost 100. Obviously, minus tax and fees, probably made a good 60, 65, 70 bucks on that for $10. So that was, I mean, that was, I wouldn't say out of these, it wasn't the biggest find because we have a couple coming up here in a minute, but yard sale, that was my first yard sale I've gone to since doing Thrift Talk, and second yard sale I went to. First time buying something at a yard sale since doing Thrift Talk, and it was just so cool. It makes me really want to go yard sailing. So that might be something you see here in the near future. This next one actually was in a pretty recent video. We went to, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name of them. They have a card here somewhere. I have their card. Anyway, it's the Paw's thrift store in South Carolina. So we went to that, or no, Indian Trail, and that one basically is a nonprofit thrift store, and all the money goes back to a no-kill shelter. So they help animals, dogs, cats, stuff like that. And craziest part about this is if this gun had 2 extra pieces that it was missing, it would have been a $60 gun. But it was missing those 2 pieces. We bought it for 2, and we ended up selling it. Throw it up here on the screen for $20. I thought that one was a huge find. Next, quite frankly, one of my favorite finds ever because I knew that sock monkeys were like a big thing, but I really did not know how big they were. And in my head, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put them together. So I can't remember if we bought them separately. It might have been separately, because back before Goodwill did the bag things, they got rid of bags. You used to be able to go in there and just get a crap ton of teddy bears for $5 in a bundle. I don't know, so I'm just gonna be on the safe side and say that we spent $2, $1 each stuffed animal. I could be wrong on that, but we'll just throw $1, a dollar each. So $1 each on these sock monkeys. And I looked at both of them and I was like, do I really want to get both of them? I was like, I sat there for a minute, I looked at it, I looked it up, and it said that they sold for like 10-ish. So I was like, okay, maybe if I pack them together, we can get like 20 for it. So I put up 28, not even thinking, I thought someone would make me an offer. They both sold, I'll put it up here, for $28 for 2 of them. So you're talking $2 turned into 28. So that was an unbelievable find. And then by far our biggest find, and this was an Amazon mess up. So for those of you who don't know, Amazon's great. I would never talk trash on Amazon. But with so many orders, there's a lot of things that happen. So I ordered this 5.5-inch monitor because I do freelance stuff on the side. And I order it, a couple days goes by, it says it got delivered. I go to my front door, it's not there. I go to the mailbox, it's not there. I'm like, okay, this monitor is nowhere to be found. So I had to put in a thing saying I didn't get my order, even though it said it was confirmed. I don't have it, like physically do not have it. So they go, okay, cool, we'll send you a refund. Or, well, they didn't even send me a refund, they reordered it. And then I got it. And then like, I wanna say like a week or two after, all of a sudden it just appeared on my doorstep. Like it was the craziest thing. So basically, I ended up with 2 monitors instead of 1, but only paid for 1. So in my head, I was like, what am I gonna do with this? I mean, this is literally 2 weeks after everything. Like I got the other monitor, everything was great. I was totally happy, content, didn't even think about it, and it literally just showed up on my door. And I was like, you know what, let me see what it's going for on eBay. And I was like, dang. So I just put it up and we got 70 bucks for it. So, I mean, honestly, it's probably the best find we found in all of Thrift Talk. Paying $0 for it, making 70. Those are definitely our best 5 finds. You know, I think the thing about Thrift Talk and like just thrifting in general is you just never know when you're gonna find something else. Like, excuse me, we just got a bunch of more teddy bears, and I mean, you're looking at some of these, yeah, I mean, I got them for $1 a piece, but you're looking at some of these that are $8, $7, $8, $9, $10, $12. I mean, you're literally 10xing what you spent on them. So it's just so cool. And I think more than just the money, like supporting these nonprofits that we're able to go to and spend some money there and not just donate the money, but like the time and especially with Thrift Talk, the awareness, because some people maybe have never gone to these thrift stores. Like heck, I wouldn't, if I wasn't doing the content, I probably wouldn't be to half of these thrift stores. I would have never even thought or crossed my mind to go to some of these places. So really the bare bones of Thrift Talk is supporting our community and just supporting amazing nonprofits that do great work. And our way to do that is to make content through going thrifting. And then, you know, obviously I keep so much stuff. Like I mean, all this up here, I know you can't really see the top of that much. All this was found thrifting. The only thing that was not found thrifting was this Hess truck. That's a fire truck that I've had forever. And then this, you can't see it also, but there's a McDonald's like toy up there. It's like a red dragon. I keep a lot of the stuff. I mean, 20 of our cups and our mugs in the cabinet are from thrift stores. You throw them in the dishwasher. You know, I usually do, you know, if I keep it personally, if I send it out, I'll do it once. But if I keep it personally, I'll run it through twice just to clean it up and make sure it's actually like a good mug. I mean, dude, there's just so much, man. But listen, that is really all I'm doing. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm just gonna keep going on forever. But this was Thrift Talk, man. We found some really cool finds. Make sure you go thrifting and just support local nonprofits, man. So support local thrift stores. But this was another episode of Thrift Talk where we go thrifting, turn it into listings, but most importantly, we support our community. And until next time, until 300, episode 10 in the books, we got some more content coming for y'all. But until next time, most importantly, lift love, crush hate. We out.